Mic check. Hey guys, it's Jake here, or Jacob, whatever you prefer to call me, or whatever you can remember with the J's, since my mom decided to name all three of us with J's. Love you, Mom. So anything works. I'm pretty excited to let you guys know that I'm starting a project here, and I'm looking for participants. It's going to be a project based around the book of Job in the Bible. If you're not familiar with it, we're going to be kind of digging into that. But really the podcast or video series or short series or whatever this documentation is going to end up being, it's pretty much just going to be a collection of your testimonies and a collection of stories that you might like to tell of whenever it is that you found God and where you found Him at. Was it at a high point in your life? Was it at a dark point in your life where you thought things were ending? And we're also going to go over how you may have found the fortune in misfortune. And we are also going to deep dive into how these misfortunes and end of the world feelings actually ended up working in your favor, which they typically end up doing. Sometimes it's in hindsight that you see it, and sometimes it's something you see immediately. If you guys know me, you know I love a good pun. The name of the project is actually going to be a mix of two different words, or a name and a word. I actually woke up around 5:30 a.m. one morning with the word jovial in my mind, which is cheerful, friendly, in a good mood, which is actually something I wasn't really feeling. And in my brain, my first thought went back to the story of Job, who endured a bunch of misfortunes, essentially, really placed by God just to show that, his faith was so set in believing that he's going to get through anything and make it through anything. And to make it through anything, making it through something could be you walking through a field of grass, which is pretty easy. Making it through something could be you walking through sand, which may be a little more resistance. Getting through something, maybe getting through a concrete, wall with all this rebar and steel. But eventually, when you make it out on the other side and you look back, who are you there to thank? And just the love that God's provided me, over the past few years has been just, and really I say the last few years, but the love's been here the entire time. I've just not been receptive to it or receptive to seeing it because of all what I figured is suffering that I endured, kind of like Job. And, he never gave up his faith and remained strong and, never really even got answers of why this happened. But that man believed in the Lord and knew the Lord's love and never gave his faith up. And for the reveal of the name of the project, I'm going with Jobial, which is the mix of Job and jovial. While most people wouldn't put the word misfortune and jovial in the same sentence, when it comes to the story of Job, it's actually really inspiring. And I think it's going to bring a lot of great testimonies and stories to the table. And these are going to be people that you know personally, or depending on how far this reaches, people that you will end up knowing. Hear me out, celebrity testimonies are awesome, but to hear a testimony from the average man, and it's just a genuine story full of love and gratitude, and you look at them and they're glowing, and you say, hey, how did you get that glow? Well, we're going to have people here, explaining how they received that light. I believe a lot of these testimonies are going to be absolute tearjerkers, but also lots of tears of joy. You got through something, you made it through something, and look, here you are telling the world and planting seeds and inspiring people and empowering people through the Lord's love, through your story and testimony that is uniquely yours. And man, am I excited. This is going to be such a beautiful thing. So reach out, let me know if you want to be a part of this, and if you have anybody else that you think might want to be a part of this, give me a shout, have them give me a shout, and we're going to go from here. I hope you guys have a blessed day, night, morning, whenever this message reaches you. And if you made it to the end, I just wanted to say thank you for your time and listening. And I love you guys. And I look forward to catching up with you all soon.
Salvation is free, but it had a cost. Just remember the price paid at the cross. All out of love, you gave your saving grace. What it means to me, I tell you now. It got me off the road and led my soul astray. Everlasting peace I
like that is what you did.